Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, The Girlfriend.
Do you think he's cheating on you?
Not right now, but I know he has.
Not right now, because he's in the green room.
The Daughter.
When they started dating, my dad was with someone else.
I wasn't with somebody else.
You told me to keep it a secret.
And
my ex-wife fooled around on me.
Why do you say ex-wife? You're still married.
the wife
I was faithful to you.
confront the man in their lives.
Everybody's going to see how you act.
This is how I act with cheating women.
Why haven't you signed the divorce papers?
Because I've never been presented with papers to sign.
Well, I have them right here. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Thank you very much. Well. Now, you have all heard of love triangles, right? Well, today may be a first because we're going to meet not one, not two, not three, but 4 women who all have just one man in common, Dennis. And boy, do they have some things to say about him. Now, his daughter says he is a master manipulator. His wife says she's tired of his womanizing. And his girlfriend, yes, I said his girlfriend, believes he is the most loyal man she has ever met. And she wants to marry him. But wait, there's more. We also have his long-lost daughter, Kaylee, who is the product of an affair. Now, her half-sister Amanda says her father is a controlling and chronic liar who leaves a trail of broken women in his wake. He says they're just shells when he's through with them. Right now, Amanda says her father's latest target is his girlfriend, Melissa. Now, Amanda's hoping after today she will leave him for good. Take a look.
To my father, women are a dime a dozen, and they are all replaceable. My dad thinks that he's so great, he calls himself God.
In the past, I just used women for sex.
My father was unfaithful to my mother their entire relationship. Now, my father and his girlfriend, Melissa, have been together for a very long, toxic 8 years.
While I've been with Melissa, I have slept with other women.
Dennis has cheated on me about 8 to 10 times.
She has cheated on me at least 5 or 6 times.
Last year, Dennis and I broke up about every other week.
When I found out about other men she's been with, we would fight, and then it'd be a blow up, her running out, slamming the door. One time, Les and I got into a heated argument. It got aggressive. She started swinging, hitting, throwing stuff, and I grabbed her by her throat to choke her, and I grabbed her by the arm. I pulled her downstairs, pulled her out the door, and she stood up and punched me right in my mouth.
I punched him so hard I could see the bone in my knuckle.
A month ago, my family and I were over at my father's house. Melissa was throwing clothes and bottles, and the screaming and the yelling was in front of everyone. It got so bad that my son started begging for it to stop. It broke my heart.
Many of the problems with Dennis did happen because of my own insecurities.
My dad's girlfriend is mentally ill. Melissa threatens to hurt herself every time something goes on. And when she threatens suicide, she knows that my father is going to come save her. She uses it as a tactic to get him back.
I will do whatever it takes to save my relationship with Dennis.
Melissa's no good for me, but for some reason, I can't let her go.
This relationship has to stop.
Okay, now, you two see him very differently, right?
Absolutely.
You see him as highly toxic to anyone he's in a relationship with.
Yes.
And you say your goal is to marry him.
Yes.
Why do you think she should not marry your father?
Because they can't. They're going to kill each other.
I love him.
What is it you love about him?
I love that he's always there when I need him. He's supportive.
He's not there for when you need him, though.
Not always, but when we really need him, he's there.
Right.
He's my best friend.
She says that he thinks he's God. He's just God's gift to women. He just thinks he's God, right? Mm-hmm. She says he's narcissistic, misogynistic, manipulative, possessive, controlling, and a chronic liar. And a serial cheater.
Yes.
Do you think he's cheating on you?
Not right now, but I know he has.
Not right now, because he's in the green room. But I mean, do you think he routinely does?
I don't think he does anymore.
Do you two get violent?
I've gotten violent once.
And what do you do when you get violent?
I punched him in his face.
You punched him?
In front of his mom.
In front of his mom? Why'd you do that?
Because he was kicking me out of the house because I had found, I got messages from a girl that Dennis sent in some of their texts.
So you found evidence of him consorting with another female?
Yeah. Christmas.
Okay, and you got upset when you saw that?
Oh, geez, yeah.
But didn't you punch him after he grabbed you around the neck and dragged you down the stairs?
He had my arms, and his mom was trying to help get me out.
So he's shoving you out of the house?
Yeah, literally shoving me out.
And so you turned around and punched him?
Turned around and punched him.
Yeah, well, he told us that he was choking you. Yeah. That's his version.
Yeah.
His version is he was choking you and throwing you out of the house, and you turned around and punched him.
Yes, I did.
And you said you punched him so hard you could see the bone in your knuckle.
Yeah, I was trying to wipe it off, but you can't really wipe bone away.
This is regular.
This is typical?
This is the normal.
Yeah, I made a list of the things that you say goes on here, that both of you are guilty of infidelity.
Yes.
That you break up daily.
Yeah.
That you fight in front of the grandchildren. And was it you that rammed his car with your car?
Yeah. Because he was kicking me out of the house and wasn't allowing me to get my stuff, so I got mad.
While my children were there.
So and this is in front of the grandchildren. So
no, this wasn't in front of the grandchildren.
Okay, but you're getting kicked out of the house, and he won't let you get your stuff.
Yeah.
So you think, okay, I'll get in my car and ram his car.
Stupid choice. Yeah.
Okay, the police have been called 3 times.
Well, way more than 3 times.
Well, there's 3 that we verified.
Yes.
You've punched him in the mouth, and you hurt the cat?
Oh, no, I had a cat that I just bought a $3,000 couch, and I wasn't making good money, so that was a big buy for me, and the cat kept spraying on it. So I chased the cat with a hammer, and I didn't. I just wanted to scare him, trying to figure out how to keep him away from my couch, because I just paid $3,000. That was even before I met Dennis.
You chased the cat with a hammer because you wanted to scare the cat.
Yeah.
The cat doesn't know what a hammer is.
I know.
Well, you think the cat says, oh, damn, that's a claw hammer. Were you going to hit the cat with a hammer?
No.
So why get the hammer?
Scare it.
You both overshare in the social media, right? I mean, if you guys get in a fight, you go on to your social media and start recruiting supporters. You start telling your side of it and trying to get people to support you. You start telling all your troubles on the internet. And you both overshare about your sex life. He in particular talks about his sex life with everybody, right?
Does he ever? My best friend and her boyfriend know all about their sex life. I think that's disgusting.
When you say all about it...
Everything. Everything. And I don't want to even get into details because it's
Please don't.
Boys. Everything.
But you're talking about details.
Details.
You break in and steal things from the house, right?
I don't break in.
There was a time where she broke in through the garage, where my dad called me freaking out because she was stealing a bunch of stuff.
My stuff.
You broke in to steal your own stuff?
Well, I already knew the code. It's not breaking in. I was living there. Half my stuff was there.
She thinks that he has beaten you down to the point that you really have low self-esteem and threaten suicide. Do you?
I have harmed myself.
Are you suicidal?
Not right now, no.
What?
But I have been.
General question.
Generally, I feel helpless, worthless.
And that's what my dad does. He tears women down until they're nothing, so that they can be everything for him.
And he is married, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, to...
Yeah. Don't ever say that to him, though.
What?
That he's married.
Why?
Because he doesn't like being, no, we're not, we're separated. We're not married.
Well, the damn sure is.
I know he is, but if I say it to him, he'll get mad and he goes off.
Well, we'll find out. Because we're going to meet him after the break. Coming up, Dennis says Melissa is to blame for ruining their relationship, not him. Says it's her, not him. So is he right? We've heard these two talk about him, and there's another side to this. We'll hear what he has to say after the break.
I have been mean to Melissa in the past. I am a mental and emotional abuser.
My father has mentally broken down Melissa so that she cannot do anything without him.
I want to learn and change so Dennis will stay with me.
And later, did you tell your wife she was the ugliest woman you've ever slept with?
I don't think I told her that.
I've heard it. He said it to me.
Thursday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Erica's in a polyamorous relationship.
You say you're the king, she's a princess.
They claim their daughter's been brainwashed
You're holding this sign that says, I am a horrible mother.
and that she needs an intervention.
He is yelling and throwing profanities in front of these children.
Your soul is gone. I'm the most connected to myself than I've ever been. You're homeless with your children.
That's Thursday.
If my father chooses to stay with Melissa, I don't want him around my children. Every time Melissa and my dad are around my kids, they don't just fight, they yell, they scream, they throw things. One time, Melissa was so upset that she jumped into her car and she rammed it into my father's car, all in front of my two children.
Well, Amanda says today is the day she finally wants her father to come face to face with the three women that she says he has broken. His wife, his girlfriend, and his daughter from an affair he had many years ago. Now, Amanda says Dennis' girlfriend of 8 years, Melissa, is the most damaged of the three women because Melissa blames herself for Dennis' possessive behavior. She wants to convince Melissa to leave him once and for all. Take a look.
I believe my father has mentally broken down Melissa so that she cannot do anything without him.
I have been mean to Melissa in the past. I'm not a physical abuser. I am a mental and emotional abuser. I would call her names to hurt her, and I told her I would never in my life marry somebody like her.
I want to learn and change so Dennis will stay with me.
If I ask Melissa to do something with me, she has to ask my dad for permission. He will make Melissa drop whatever she's doing so that he can go do something for him or one of his kids.
There's things that he wants me to do for him, like errands. And if I can't because I have my daughter or I'm watching my grandkids, he gets upset.
Melissa takes more care of my brother than she does her own daughter.
I have a 22-year-old daughter who is severe ADHD, autistic, Asperger's, and anxiety.
When Melissa leaves her daughter alone, her daughter will stay up all day and night playing video games. She has horrible hygiene. She is obese and shouldn't be left alone or else she will eat everything.
Because Dennis works up to 10 hours a day, I spend more time taking care of Dennis because he needs more help than my daughter. Plus, he likes to have dinner on the table when he gets home.
Well, Dennis, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
What's your goal or objective today? What do you hope to accomplish? You have four women here that are in your life. Some of them have complaints about you, some of them don't. What's your goal in being here?
I guess from what I could hear backstage, I would like to have things a lot more clear because it's not the way it was. I would have just heard.
Okay.
Mostly not. Yep.
What is it you want to straighten out, clear up?
Well, I'm sad to see that my daughter's seeing it in the wrong way. It's not as toxic as what she's thinking. You know, Melissa and I have our issues, but people don't realize, why am I mad? Why am I getting upset? I don't just do that. I don't try to control. The control issue that comes after is because of the infidelity. And then if I know what she's doing all the time and stuff, at least I think that she's not out doing something wrong, maybe having an affair or talking to somebody else. That's my insecurity then, to try and keep that control now. It never always was that way.
But you don't think you're toxic the way you're being described?
You know, it's not that I'm not toxic. I have toxicity, of course. I got issues that I'm working on as well.
You're not working on them. You can't say that a month of working on things is you working on things.
Oh, not a month. I've been working on it for years.
No.
I have been. I seriously have.
Well, I made a list of the things that you refer to Melissa as, labels that you place on Melissa. Here they are: crazy, evil, mean, hurtful, narcissistic, 8 personalities, 6 ugly and evil, and whore.
Not whore.
No?
I said slutty. I did say slutty.
Well, how about the rest of the list?
The rest of the list is true.
Okay, tell me.
Not that she can't be a beautiful, good woman. She's got that in her, and that's what I keep trying to hold on to and find again.
Okay, when you look at her, relate to her, be with her, assess her, do you recognize that she is a vulnerable person?
I never ever looked at it like that. I just look at her as Melissa. I never want to take advantage of it. I want to be, you know, like an equal.
You said you've harmed yourself.
Yes, I have.
That you've thought about taking your own life.
Yeah.
In this relationship, but you don't recognize that as vulnerability or desperateness?
No, I definitely don't want that. Maybe part of me has held on to try and stop that because I don't want that, because I have saved her life more than once. It wasn't my fault. It was her choice. I didn't do the things to her that she done. I saved her life. So if that's what I wanted, I would have just left her there.
Okay, well, tell me this. When you refer to her as crazy, evil, vindictive, slut, tell me what your objective is there, and what is your hoped for outcome when you refer to her in that way? What is it you hope will happen?
No, when I say those words, there's nothing of hope to happen. This is because of what's happened in the past and how I was played. That's why I say that stuff, and it hurts. And I suppose when the things that she does to herself is maybe because it doesn't go her way. I don't know. I don't know why a person wants to decide to end their life or be suicidal, so I can't say why she wants to, but, you know, I could say I want to stop.
That's her choice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's her choice. I'm just saying, are you saying those things to her because you think it helps her or toughens her up, or are you saying that to put her down? What's your...
As in these words?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't say those to her all the time. I don't say all this. When a situation comes and we're getting in an argument, I'll say it. I don't just say it on a regular basis.
You said the only good thing to get out of women is sex.
Yeah, but there's a reason to it, rather than just everybody laughing and thinking what they want to think.
They are so toxic. I don't know how many times you told me to don't tell Melissa that I've seen this girl.
And later...
My ex-wife fooled around on me.
Why do you
kid.
say ex-wife? You're still married.
Whatever. She's my ex-wife because she's not my wife. Yes, we're married in paper. Whoop-dee. She's not my wife.
This February, you'll fight stronger.
My mom is so religious. She thinks any skirt over the knee is sinful.
To protect the innocent.
You tried to read the Harry Potter books?
It promotes witchcraft. There's something wrong with you.
You're a waste of a life. I'm sorry, Dr. Phil, but...
Well, you should be sorry. You've not said one positive thing about this young woman since you walked out here.
Erica's in a polyamorous relationship.
I'm the most connected to myself than I've ever been. You're homeless with your children.
All new February.
Let's not talk about what you say to her. Let's talk about what you said to us about you.
Okay.
You said, and I quote, "I'm a mental and emotional abuser."
Yep, I have been, yep.
You said, "I kind of bully them," referring to women.
I don't bully them, no.
That's what you said.
Bully them? I don't think I said that way.
You said, "I never had a problem going out and having sex with women before. I've even had to make it clear to some women that they can't fall in love with me."
Yeah, but I never said I bully them.
Okay. You said, "I'll admit I've made comments that sound sexist, like the only good thing to get out of women is sex."
Well, The reason being, rather...
This is what you said.
Yeah, but there's a reason to it. Rather than just everybody laughing and thinking what they want to think, there's a reason for it.
What is it?
The reason would be is I love her, and when I let her go, when I went to see other women, for my simple mind of having sex with other women for my few minutes of pleasure, I didn't want them to stick around because I always wanted to have her. Whatever weird way that makes sense, I didn't mean to hurt. I didn't mean to hurt. I did not mean to hurt the other girls, so I didn't want them to fall in love with me. I did want my woman, but my woman was actually with another guy, and I didn't know this.
Maybe not toss me out like trash every time. He says he's letting me go because he's trying to help me, but every time we get in a fight or I leave, I just...
I let you go because you made me feel very, very...
Letting me go isn't
You did
telling
want
me to go.
I was not good enough. That's why I let you go. I told you a million times. I'm letting you go because I'm not good enough for you. You put me down every day, and you just make me feel like a piece of crap. So I didn't want to let you go. I let you go because I didn't feel I was good enough. To find out later, you already had another man. So I don't know. I wasn't good enough. Otherwise, the other man wouldn't have been there. Right? Honestly.
When they first started dating, my dad was with someone else.
I wasn't with somebody else. No,
you told me to keep it a secret.
But I wasn't with somebody else.
You told me not to say anything.
I wasn't. I still had phone calls, of course, all the time from her. She wouldn't stop, which obviously you know that.
You've only had 2 calls from her that I know about.
That's afterwards. And this is in the beginning she's talking about.
This is what I mean.
Well, here's what Melissa said. I wrote this down because I thought it was really important.
Sure.
She says that you are loyal and that you will do anything for anybody. She says she does want to marry you, but she says that the relationship is rocky right now, and she takes, quote, full responsibility for it. That you are fully responsible for the problems.
And that's for right now, you said, right? For right now.
No, I think from the get-go.
Not the whole thing, but for right now, she might take responsibility.
She says the relationship is rocky right now, and she takes full responsibility.
That doesn't mean the full 8 years, just to say.
It's been 8 years of just the same stuff over and over.
But it's not. You really don't know the full story.
You know what?
She goes on to say that she made him a cheater.
No, he was a cheater beforehand. It's just the way that they are. They are so toxic. They ruin our lives. They call us every day. They tell us everything. I know everything about them, and it affects me.
You don't know
You know what?
You don't.
The first big thing it was like right before my graduation, and she tried to kill herself. You were supposed to drive my friends and I out to our graduation party, and you had to tell us that Melissa tried to kill herself.
Okay. And
how is that? I was 17.
I broke up with her. I broke up with her, and what? Am I supposed to just leave her there? I had done what was important. I had to save a life in my eyes. Yes, I was still there for your graduation.
Yeah, I know.
And an extreme situation happened.
This was just an example.
I know, but that wasn't my choice.
Okay, hold on. How did you make him into a cheater?
Well, I came into the relationship being told that he had, after we met, but before we committed, that he had slept with his ex. And I got a couple stories, so I wanted to have him tell me that they did sleep together. But before we committed, I'm fair with that, but just be honest with me. And he wasn't. He wasn't. Not until...
How did you turn him into a cheater?
Because I kept bugging him. I'm like, you know, after I wouldn't get the truth from that, I'm wondering what's going on because I've been cheated on my whole life.
Here, let me rephrase this. How did you turn him into a cheater?
By telling him he was one.
That you're not good enough?
How would I answer that?
That you're not good enough for him? That's why?
So you just badgered him until he figured...
Yeah, who's this? Who's that girl? What's going on?
So he just figured if I'm going to get accused of it, I'll just do it?
I guess so. Yeah, because, I mean,
She didn't turn me into a cheater. It was my choice I made. Nobody can make me do anything. We probably cheated a couple times on each other, maybe not like 10 times as was thought, say.
Dad, I don't know how many times you told me to don't tell Melissa that I seen this girl. Don't say that she came over.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Why tell her, though?
That you kept them away from the kids.
She never seen them all. None of them seen what had happened.
We've seen them. We heard about them. That is, Dad.
It's not.
That is.
Everybody never seen everybody. Everybody doesn't know all.
That's why I made you tell Melissa that you've been cheating on her.
But it's a misinterpreted picture on your behalf because you didn't know the full story and you're my child and you're not supposed to know it.
Didn't you say that you did have other relationships because
not relationships
while you guys were broken up, she got involved with 3 other men?
I know more, but I still didn't know that.
No more.
Come on.
He dated a girl from Ontario.
Okay, whatever, but you know
But
there's more than
did
three
you
stories
say
there.
that's why you felt like it was okay for you to do what you wanted to do?
Simple-minded. My ex-wife fooled around on me and left. My next girlfriend fooled around. She got pregnant. I have a vasectomy. I can't have kids. Wow, I wonder why that one didn't work. She's pregnant. Is that
Why
my
do
kid?
you say ex-wife? You're still married.
Whatever. She's my ex-wife because she's not my wife. Yes, we're married in paper. Whoop-dee. I'd like it to be finished, but I've ran out of money for paying for that. She's not my wife.
Well,
but
coming
on
up,
paper.
Dennis' wife, as in still married to wife, is here. We'll hear why Michelle is so angry at Dennis next. We'll be right back.
I don't care if Dennis is with Melissa. I actually feel bad for her because I know how abusive he is. I just want Dennis to sign the divorce papers and leave me alone.
In my lifetime, my father had over 100 girlfriends. When I was 15, my dad would share explicit detail about his sexual life. I was disgusted. I feel like I know my father better than Melissa.
What I need from you is commitment.
I know my dad is not faithful and he is not honest.
Well, Amanda says her father is a controlling sexist who has broken the hearts of 100 women, including her mother, Michelle, who is currently Dennis' wife of 29 years. Take a look.
My ex-husband, Dennis, has always been an insane, narcissistic womanizer. I have been separated from Dennis since 2007, and I am technically still married. When Dennis and I first got married, he said, "I hold your pink slip now," which means he owns me, and he has said he'll never give it up. Dennis won't sign the divorce papers. I was married to Dennis for 18 years. 2 days before we got married, a good friend of mine came and told me that Dennis was the father of an unborn child. But Dennis told me I was crazy, being 17 at the time and being pregnant myself. I believed him. Then, just before our 18th wedding anniversary, the child, who was then 17, contacted Dennis, and Dennis finally came with the truth. I finally ended it with Dennis by telling him I cheated on him. And after that, Dennis made my life a living hell. I wasn't allowed to sleep. I wasn't allowed to do anything except cook, clean, tend to my children. He took all of my credit cards, my bank card. He took my keys. Dennis got all the kids together, screaming, telling them that their mother was a drug addict, a drunk, a no-good-for-nothing skank. I don't care if Dennis is with Melissa. I actually feel bad for her because I know how abusive he is. I just want Dennis to sign the divorce papers and leave me alone.
Okay, you've been listening to everything so far, right?
Most of it, yes.
Okay, so you're up to speed about what we've been talking about so far.
Yes.
And you two lived together for 18 years?
More than that.
21 years?
About that, yeah.
Okay. And you split up. Why? You said you told him that you had cheated on him.
Yes.
And was that it? You said...
She had an affair. No, it wasn't that. I tried to get her back. And when we tried again, then she went back to that same guy again, who already had a wife and 2 other girlfriends. But whatever. It was, you can throw all the judgment on me. I don't mind. I can take all of it. I don't mind at all.
You say that he's always called himself God. What do you mean?
Yes. Dennis refers to himself as God.
Is there something wrong with being smart ass? I'm not God. I'm being a smart ass.
I know
I'm
you
a
don't
big
think
time
you're
smart
actually
ass. I really am.
the God.
I'm just a joker. People are taking this beyond too serious.
But you do get me to call you master.
Why? We started playing into the, I don't know, but anyways, we started studying and playing into the BDSM world, and it has something to do with master, and that's the only reason why, because the discussion of what we were learning together. Otherwise, that's the reason. Sorry.
You say he believes women are beneath him?
Oh, 100%.
Why do you say that?
In all the years that we had our company, he only hired maybe 2 women, and both of them were gone instantly. As you can see, Melissa's here, I'm here, Amanda's here. We all have our own issues with how he's treated us.
You said he's made it clear that he has no use for women other than for sex.
Yeah.
He's told you that?
Oh, absolutely. Sex, cleaning, cooking, There's no other reason for us to be on this earth.
Okay.
When he's mad, he'll say that.
I'm sorry?
When he's mad, he'll say that.
Are you misogynistic? I mean,
I will admit that I used to be, and I am looking at it different now. Yes, I used to look at it that way. I didn't have a great upbringing.
When did you have this revelation and change? Backstage?
No, it's not a joke, really. It's, you know, if it's
it's not funny to them. I don't see them laughing.
No, well, I hear everybody else laughing. It's not a joke. The thing about it is yes, that's the way I used to look at it. My upbringing was very wrong. I was not taught right, and what I've learned is with how I've hurt women and stuff. That's the reason why I changed. I've been changed a lot in the last couple of years. And even though I still got more hurt added to me, rather than stop the change and still treat women like that, I'm telling myself, no, women do deserve to be treated an equal like myself. So I have done wrong. I won't lie to that.
Why haven't you signed the divorce papers?
Why hasn't she signed them? Where's the papers to sign? Because I've never been presented with papers to sign. And I would be so happy.
I have them right here.
Thursday on an all-new Dr. Phil.
Eric is in a polyamorous relationship.
You say you're the king, she's a princess.
They claim their daughter's been brainwashed.
You're holding this sign that says, I am a horrible mother.
And that she needs an intervention.
He is yelling and throwing profanities in front of these children.
Your soul is gone. I'm the most connected to myself than I've ever been. You're homeless with your children.
That's Thursday.
Did you tell your wife she was the ugliest woman you've ever slept with?
I don't think I've told her that.
I've heard it.
You
said it to me.
Okay, maybe.
You said it to me.
I've been a mean guy,
yeah.
Yes, I know. I've had my mean moments. There's no doubt about it. And you know what? Here's what happens. When people fool around on me and the infidelity happens, I get mad. And yes, I will reach out with wrong
That was way
words.
before any of that happened.
Well, how many times do you think about when we were kids when you're fooling around and going to other guys, too?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I was completely faithful and loyal to you.
If I'd have known this was happening, we could bring up some of these other guys from the past. Completely faithful and loyal to me is...
Dennis, honestly,
wrong. A lie.
Can you please, for once in your life, be honest?
I am being honest.
No, you're not.
How about you try that?
I am honest.
You've never done nothing wrong the whole time. You're an angel. Come on.
I told you I cheated.
Yeah, okay, so...
And I left. That's when I cheated. I left.
Were you telling me that? Well, how about when...
What is it you need to hear him say to be honest?
Everything that he's saying about, you know, how his life was just so upside down and whichever, it's not true.
What do you mean he says he has a pink slip on you?
Oh, we grew up in the 80s, so people raced for pink slips.
Right.
And that's
car
what he said.
titles, pink slips.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. So when we got married, the day of, he said, I hold your pink slip. I'm never getting rid of it.
And how long have y'all been apart now?
Since 2007.
Since 2007, it's been 10 years. So why haven't you completed a divorce?
Wasn't me.
Why? Are you sure? Because here's what happened. I took it to my lawyer and I was ready to sign it. And my lawyer had her problems in life and didn't. And then when she came back and contacted me, Michelle was being difficult and wouldn't sign it then. So long story short, what I pushed for is I was not going to lose my kids. The things that she'd done, the amount of times police come to me and we shut everything down, everything. I was in position of losing my children. My life is dedicated to my children. My whole life is about my children. And all I wanted to do was secure my spot with my children. And I didn't take them from her and say, you can't see them. I even share that. Well, she was willing to push me out like she'd done to my brother.
Property, you mean?
Wait a minute and let me say my thing, please. You're not my property. I don't own you. I want no pink slip. I want to sign that paper and I hope it's
your
Tuesday.
children.
But anyways, let me
you look at your children as property.
I don't look at my children
not as individuals.
But the children are all grown now, right?
Oh, absolutely.
My children are
so there's no custody issue now, right?
No.
Is there a property issue now?
My youngest son is the only thing she's trying to take from me. Come to me and told me she's got a guardianship, which she doesn't have, which I found out. There's lies to me.
I never told you I had guardianship.
Yes, you did. So I'm always a liar. You're not. Don't worry about it. Call it.
Wow.
It's not the way it works.
Can you, like, calm down a little bit? And let me have some ground?
I'm myself, okay?
Here we go. You know what? Everybody's going to see
how you act.
I don't mind if everybody sees that. I don't mind.
Good.
This is how I act with cheating women.
Well,
I don't treat good women this way, if that's what you're all thinking. But wow, whatever.
Getting divorced and guardianship have nothing to do with each other.
That's right.
I mean,
yeah,
being divorced and...
So how do I own my children? They're my children. I just don't want to be out of their life. Here's what happens. She made her sister push my brother completely out of her life. And my brother has 3 kids with her sister.
Wait a minute. They went down the road. Those kids do not deserve
You know what? Okay, so don't worry about it. We don't need to find out why. Don't worry about it. Just keep tagging me. Go for it.
That's right. This is not about them.
If you're not controlling her, why haven't you signed the divorce papers?
Why hasn't she signed them? I had them ready with my lawyer. Why hadn't she signed them?
Have you signed the divorce papers?
Where's the papers to sign? Because I've never been presented with papers to sign. Well, and I would be so happy.
I have them right here.
I have never, until this day, been told about these papers. We've talked about it, but I've never been presented papers.
I have them right here, and...
That's good.
And it has nothing to do with guardianship
Just let me sign it.
Or custody.
I would love to.
All you have to do is sign them.
This makes a whole new world for me, and I'm pretty happy about this.
And if you sign them...
No idea.
I've been trapped due to it, otherwise.
If you sign them, then you guys are finally free of each other.
Yes.
Yes. Last time you talked to me about, did I say no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I asked
so
every single year, and every single year you
Just
have...
sign the paper.
The #1 show in daytime is taping now. All we need is you.
You're going to be in the Los Angeles area and want to watch a live taping of the Dr. Phil Show? Call 323-461-PHIL or visit drphil.com. Tickets are free, and I hope to see you soon. Joining us via Polycom right now is asset protection attorney and author of Love and Money, Ann Margaret Carrozza. Ann Margaret is a good friend of mine, a good friend of the show's, an excellent attorney. Ann Margaret, the papers are here. They have to do just with the dissolution of the marriage. There's not a bunch of money involved here. There's just a filing fee, correct? You've investigated this?
So this couldn't be more clear. So Michelle and Dennis sign what is called a joint application. Canada makes it a tiny bit more difficult to get divorced than in the United States. Their equivalent of no fault requires a 1-year separation. So by all accounts, you've hit that goal 10 times over. So Michelle and Dennis, if you sign the papers that Dr. Phil has, they're presented to the judge, and this is a slam dunk, in my opinion, that the judge grants this divorce, and you can both get on with your lives.
You want to sign where it's pink?
How about this question? Last time you talked to me about, did I say no or something? Because I said, yes, I can't wait to do it, didn't I?
Pink?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked every single year, and every single year you
Just
have...
sign the paper.
Once. Exactly.
Okay.
You asked once. I wish you'd stop with your lies.
And the blue? Is that your signature?
It is.
That's your full
I
signature?
can show you my driver's license.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey, I want this done, and this is real. There's no fake about this. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
And Margaret, we've got signatures from spouse 1 and spouse 2 in the 2 places indicated. There's a pink flag for female, a blue flag for male. And both of them have signed them here. I'll be the witness, and as will you. So they're signed, and they've covered the 1 year. So he doesn't have a pink slip on you. These will just be filed with the court, and you two are done. Right? I'll get you both copies of these before you leave, so you have them. Ann Margaret, anything else you want to add?
Well, congratulations to both Michelle and Dennis on your new chapter. And I would strongly encourage both of you to look into getting a prenup in your next relationship.
I hate that that's a victory, but I think in y'all's life it is a victory because you've been apart for 10 years, and it clears things up for both of you. And you're now not with a married man. That's got to be some kind of victory. There's another very important woman in Dennis' life. I'd like to hear what she has to say next. And Margaret, thank you very much. Do you know the biggest enabler of the century? If you want them to get a seat on our stage, be sure to log on to drphil.com and click Be on the Show, or text Phil to 88500. We want to hear all about it. Want to know what's coming up on Dr. Phil? Visit our website and subscribe to our email newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
Well, we ran out of time today, but Dennis brought a ring. He brought a ring today. We're going to find out who it's for. Pretty sure it's not me.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. She wants to get married.
You say that you love Dennis, that he's very loyal.
What is funny about this?
You've not been loyal.
But
I want to be a better person.
his daughters say bad idea.
You can't be a better person when you're with my dad.
You bring out the worst in each other.
The problem is that she has a hard time admitting her faults.
Can there be a future with such a painful past?
It really hurts when you get cheated on, doesn't it?
It kills. And it's happened since the first girl I was with, and every girl I've had after that.
Yet no one expected what happens next.
You brought a ring with you today.
I wanted to marry her.
That's tomorrow.
There is yet another woman who wants to confront Dennis. It's been 3 years since she's seen him, and she is finally ready to come face to face with him once again. You won't want to miss tomorrow. We'll see you then.